hopefully we are now going live. Invited Jamie, so hopefully Jamie's going to be joining me in a couple of seconds. Thank you for this wonderful little experiment we're trying out. It's part of Project Comedy, something that I've been involved with for a while. So welcome to glorious Gosport, the place that dentists forgot and where we measure the depth of the gene pool with a micrometer. I'm lucky enough to be using my amazing friend Maria's venue here, Trinity's at the Lightship, because it's the place I get stable Wi-Fi. So what is this about? So I've been doing stand-up comedy as part of my PTSD recovery for the last few months, started back in October, thanks to the wonderful Mr. J. Soligar and Laughing Horse Comedy. And basically what we've been doing is been taking a bunch of veterans, many of us going through various forms of therapy and recovery for things like PTSD. Oh, great, I'm seeing people there, hurrah, at least I'm not talking to myself. And what we ended up doing is we built a really amazing little community of guys starting out in stand-up comedy. We've all ended up doing something like a graduation gig. I've been really lucky. I've ended up doing 4 gigs now. I was lucky enough to do a gig with the amazing Jamie B. Miller from Emmerdale, if you know him, scared the living pants out of me, where I had over 500 people watching me. But what I want to try and do is motivate myself more to do more routines and try out some new material. That's why I've set up this Instagram live channel, so I can force myself to try and write new material and then present it to this tiny elite little audience of 2 of you at the moment, and try out brand new material that I want to take forward into not only the Veterans Comedy, Project Comedy gigs that we're going to be having in the future. We've got one coming up in the 2nd Saturday of April. We've got 3 confirmed acts already for that one, so that will be a great night. I will put up a link for that. But it's also a chance for me to grab hold of other people that are actually currently involved in things like Project Comedy, members of Project Comedy, to come and try out their new material in a safer environment, because you can imagine what it's going to feel like for us the first time we go into a real room full of real people waiting to have a look at our comedy and what we can actually say for ourselves. And I'm great to see, Broken Runner. Oh, good young man. I'm really glad to see you there, Rob. Rob did one of our very first graduation shows, thanks to Laughing Horse Comedy and Project Recce. Make sure you follow Project Recce. They are amazing people. They've made Project Comedy happen for real. Did an amazing set, and I would love to see Rob Jensen there, Mr. Broken Runner. I'd love to see you do another set. Hopefully any second now I'm going to have Jamie join in and actually come in there and talk about what it's actually done for us. Just to give you a very, very brief bit of background, yes, I suffer with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. That has made social interaction quite a challenge for me. I struggle in everyday life. This has been an amazing tool, not only for me to be able to start engaging with people again, but to actually find a way to run to funny stuff. When the darkness hits me, being able to jump in and use this creative process to actually find the funny in the dark, whereby you can actually just find those dark moments, turn it into something funny, and then hopefully I can throw it back to you as a wannabe stand-up comic and try and make you guys have a good laugh out of it. Still don't see Jamie. So the easiest thing for me to do, whilst I do have a couple of you around there, what I'll do, why don't I just jump into it and just have a go with my sets and tell me what you think. I spent 2 days writing this bit of material, but hopefully run it past the illustrious Mr. J. Soligar, and he seemed to like it, so hopefully you guys will do indeed. And please chuck me some comments and what have you, because this could potentially be part of a bigger set that I'm going to be doing in the future. Okay. just me? Or is anybody else really nervous about coming out of lockdown? I mean, I've been in solitary confinement for the last 12 months. I think I'm more institutionalised than a convicted sex offender. I mean, it's had a massive, massive effect on me. I've ended up developing COVID Tourette's. I was watching The Chase the other night and found myself screaming at the contestants because they were all sat too close to each other. Took me 5 minutes to realise I was watching a rerun back from 2018. I can't even bring myself to watch Dexter anymore. I mean, graphic scenes of murder and decapitation, that's fine. It's the fact he's not wearing a face covering that scares the crap out of me. Then at the end of the month, we're going to be allowed to have 2 households in our gardens for a barbecue. Freaking thanks, Boris. I mean, how's that going to help me? Who's going to invite the isolationist boat gypsy? They're all just going to assume that I'm only going to rock up with 6 Richmond sausages and a couple of warm cans of Carling. It's going to make me about as attractive a guest as a wet fart in a hot tub. Oh, but no, it's okay, because I'm going to be allowed to play tennis and basketball on my own. I mean, that's just what I want, innit? To look like a geriatric 5-year-old slamming his balls against the garage door in public. I mean, here's a top tip, Boris. In your roadmap, why don't you put something for single people, rather than assume that everybody else's breakup means that they've just shacked up with the latest blonde they got pregnant. Oh, and I'm dreading the 18th of April. I mean, everybody else seemed to be so excited that beer gardens are going to be reopened again. How's that going to work for me? It's going to be financial hell. All it means is on the 18th of April, I've got the chance to pay 3 times as much to drink on my own again. I mean, what am I going to look like? You walk into a pub before COVID and saw somebody of my age sat alone at a table, and you're just going to be sat there going, what's the weirdo? Loser. I'm not just going to be a loser. I am going to be a loser squared. I mean, number one, I am stealing a table from you guys, stopping your family having a drink. And because I'm sat there with my assistant's dog, you guys are going to assume that I'm a paedophile that's borrowed a dog so it can groom your kids. It's just a stupid... I love this way that people are suddenly allowed to jump to conclusions with absolutely zero evidence. I mean, like these people that are complaining about the vaccine. I mean, these are the same people that were complaining about face coverings. There are some morons out there trying to tell people that there's a tracking chip in the vaccine. I'm sorry, if they wanted to track you, why would they make their lives even harder by insisting that you cover your face? Then there are all these lunatics trying to tell you that the vaccine's going to change your DNA. I mean, I'm sorry. How many of your grandparents turned into chickens after their latest flu jab? I mean, I'll be a boring nerd for you. You are made of DNA. The vaccine was made using RNA. They're different. They don't interact and change each other. That's like expecting to become a Russian from having a single shot of vodka. You can end up putting aviation fuel in your car, but it isn't going to make it fly. Pity's sake, I've had the jab. It was easy. Given my agoraphobic tendencies, the worst part and the scariest part was the walk there and back again. I mean, I live in COVID Gosport. I thought I was walking through the set of Resident Evil. Maybe I shouldn't have been wearing Mila's mini red dress, but, you know, I wear what I want to. And why are so many people getting really excited about having nail bars and beauty salons reopening? I mean, I'm single and I'm scared enough about getting close to a woman again. Now I've got to worry about the fact that she might be a COVID carrier. But you going to a nail bar and having tongs attached that's going to make Wolverine feel inadequate. is hardly going to be attractive to me. I mean, ladies, you are beautiful creatures. But those that dye themselves the same colour as something I expect to find in my fruit bowl. I know I need my dose of vitamin C, but I wasn't planning on getting it by licking your stained towels. And I'm the only person in the world that's really enjoyed seeing real eyebrows for the last 12 months. I mean, microblading? Ladies, why do you think I'm going to find it attractive to know that you've been repeatedly stabbed in the lower forehead by a GCSE dropout with a tiny blade covered in ink? And then, come mid-May, apparently we're going to be allowed to do international travel. Are you joking? I haven't left my town in a year. I mean, the very idea of taking the Gosport ferry over to Portsmouth feels like international travel to me. And if I was forced, I mean, why do you think I want to go to a nation that's got a lower vaccination rate than here? If they force me to go abroad, I'm going to be wearing a full biohazard suit and I'm going to be spraying everybody I meet with Domestos. But let's just hope at some point we're going to be able to come out of this lockdown, because I might be able to turn some of this material into something I can deliver to a live audience. Unless this face and personality is only fit for Instagram and Zoom. Thanks. That is my little routine there. Hopefully, please comment if you've liked any of the gags within it. I am going to try again to see if I can get young Jamie to come online for us. But this is what we end up doing. We've been taught an amazing program, thanks to Laughing Horse Comedy and Project Recce, about how we can end up turning these bits and pieces into something funny. Turning our dark moments into something that hopefully entertains you guys. I'm loving the comments. Thank you so much, Elise. You're absolutely gorgeous. Jojo, thank you so much. Jamie, I can see you there. Can you just see if you can re-invite yourself in the room? Because I have pressed the invite button for you again. Hopefully you've got a link there, but I'd love to be able to get Jamie Johnson on here, because he will be able to not only entertain you with some of his material that he's been working on so hard, but he can actually tell you what this actually means to me and the rest of the guys that are involved in Project Comedy. Let's have a look. Is he there? And, hang on. Something happened there, Jamie. Okay, let's try it again. I'm sending you the invite again. And it said, I think it actually turned around and said, you were unable to join. If so, you poor folks have just been subjected to this evil mug for the last couple of minutes, but hopefully try again, Jamie. Let's see if we can get you in there. And as I said, please have a look through Instagram, have a look at the Project Recce. This is only possible, the skills I've learned have only been possible because of Project Recce. They've been absolutely amazing and instrumental in helping guys like me and loads of my mates to actually make something happen. As I said, I've been really lucky to have done 4 gigs now. This, in theory, is my 5th to the tiniest audience I have ever performed to in my life. And I'm going to give, hang on, there we go, we've got something there. Thank you, and thank you so much, Broken Runner. Really appreciate the comment there. You sent through on private message. Jamie has just messaged me in the background that he is trying to connect in with us. So again, I'll just go back to why this sort of stuff really helps. If you've never experienced something like PTSD or complex PTSD, I was in the British Armed Forces for 23 and a half years. The guys and girls that end up going through this stuff, it is painful. It takes away your confidence, your trust levels, your ability to be in public. That's certainly the impact it's had on me. Thanks to doing something as out there as stand-up comedy, It's given me a skill set where I just feel as though I can cope better. But more importantly, it's that joy of being able to see somebody laugh, enjoy what you're saying, enjoy your material, and encourages you to keep on writing, keep on rehearsing, trying to find that way that we can try and connect with you guys out there. And all we want to do is make you laugh. We had very interesting careers in the military, but let's be honest about it, the objective of military life isn't the nicest in the world. Suddenly we can come out not only as recovery, but transferring across to being civilians and end up with something really, really so positive, like being able to try and entertain you, dear people, and just give you a laugh. You can tell I'm killing time here. I am so sorry. We are going to try this. I'm going to give it about another couple of minutes, see if we can get Jamie into the room. If not, so what? I know Jamie will come back and gig in with me and come and have a laugh. I'm just seeing if I've missed anything here on the roll. I know Jamie's there. And hopefully this might do it. I don't know. I'm trying something, so I'm going to try it again. He's invited. Hopefully he's there, going to be there to come and join in with us. And Louis, thank you so much. I mean, hopefully we will be able to gig in the near future. Don't expect there's going to be any indoor... Oh, and it's turned round to me and says that Jamie is unable to join. I am going to work on this. I'm going to work out how I can actually get people to join in. It's a great, great shame because I was with Jamie last night. He's put together a great set. Obviously, this is brand new. It's experimental. We're trying to learn all this stuff. Clearly, I haven't learned fast enough, but I will do my damnedest very, very soon. I want to do this semi-regularly, so I hope very, very soon I'll be able to do another gig and this time get Jamie to join us. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I will put a post up in a moment thanking you, select an elite few, for being here and hearing my ramblings. And I would love to hear your comments on what you thought of the material and which gags worked for you, which didn't. Oh, hang on, he says. Yes, is that going to do it? Invite. I'm hoping, view, go live with Jamie. Is this going to work? My God, yes, Jamie, at long last. Mate, as you've probably seen, I've just been boring the crap out of people, pontificating like a large West Country fool, trapped on an abandoned restaurant, looking like an absolute buffoon. Mate, it's a delight to see you here.
Not a problem. I was trying the wrong lock. Obviously, the wrong door.
Oh, dude, it's such a relief to see you here. Go on, Jamie, you just tell everybody what got you into project comedy, what inspired you to even give. He goes, don't run away from me, mate. Come on, Jesus Christ, I've only just got you here. Don't you dare try and run out the room. What inspired you or gave you the confidence to actually get onto the course and give this a go?
Just wanted to do something that boosted my confidence a little bit. And through the medium of comedy, I like having a laugh, and I wanted to learn how to make people laugh. So I thought I'd give it a go.
What was your background in the military before you ended up going civvy-wise like we all forced to at some point?
I'm ex-Air Force. I was an avionics tech in the Air Force for 9 years.
And then suddenly you end up being stuck with a former Royal Navy officer trying to laugh at him.
That's my lot in life, yeah. I've been in weird situations.
And I think this is what's been great about Project Comedy, is the fact we've got a bunch of us that completely understand each other. And we've got, number one, a shared sense of humour. but we've been able to change that sense of humour so we can deliver it to people outside of the services, haven't we?
That's right, yeah. Anybody that can listen in, really. I'm just looking forward to writing my own material and giving it out to people and hoping they find it as funny as I do.
I am beyond chuffed to bits that you're here tonight because, correct me if I'm wrong, so far you've only done one gig, haven't you?
Yeah, just one gig, yeah.
Just the one gig, and I'm going to do a big... When I'm going to do it, right, I am going to give you an introduction now, mate, so you get yourself ready to go into your set. I want to point out, this is Jamie's second ever stand-up comedy routine that he's ever done to this elite select audience. But most importantly, it was Jamie that set himself the challenge for this. We have a little community get together on a Tuesday night, and he went, I need to gig. I need to do a gig, so I set myself a challenge. I will do an Instagram live with you, Jay. Set myself a deadline. We are here tonight. I've loved what Jamie's done in the past. You're going to love what he's brought together for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, hit that love button, give all of your love, please, to my amazing mate, Jamie Johnson. Where do you go, for, mate?
I mean, with a face like this, I should be funny enough, yeah? So anyway, lately I've been doing a lot of hotel lodging, and I've finally made it to Platinum Elite level.
Yeah.
And that gets me access to an executive room. And you know what makes an executive room? It's got a fridge. I mean, I was hoping for Thai massage, beer on tap, maybe a jacuzzi with a couple of models.
Yeah.
No. I get a shower cap, paper slippers, and a fridge. I'm not going to embarrass the hotel chain by giving out the name, except to say it sounds a lot like Holiday Inn. What do Holiday Inn think executives are like? How many executives walk into the boardroom meetings, yeah, wearing a shower cap, paper slippers, and then when they get back to the hotel rooms, they grab a bottle of ice water and a Kit Kat. Why does an executive need paper slippers in the hotel room anyway? What exactly are they doing to the carpets? I mean, I know it's lonely in a hotel room, but you're telling me that they're going to spray all the sex juices over the place, so they've got to protect their feet? And I wish they'd actually supply slippers that fit an adult's feet. I mean, I can struggle getting my big toe into them. If it truly was an executive room, I'd be wanting hot and cold water, hot and cold running prostitute, speed down straight to my cocaine dealer, you know, that kind of thing. Not a fridge that wouldn't even keep the bubbly chilled, or a shower bath that wouldn't even be suitable as a Poundland condom. And in the bathroom, what's the deal with the little arrows on the end of the toilet rolls? Is it 12 pound away to me bumhole? So on TV, I recently watched the Harry and Meghan interview, and I was really sorry that Harry said his dad hadn't given him the cold shoulder. But then again, I haven't heard much from James Hewitt lately anyway. It was great to see a class interviewer grilling Harry and Meghan. And it's a real coup for ITV, seeing Ian Wright looking his absolute best as Mrs. Doubtfire. But I'm glad they managed to escape from the institution. Then again, I'd do anything to keep Prince Andrew away from babysitting duties. And the press did approach Prince Andrew for a comment. But then all he could spout was nonsense. In other news, the search engine Bing has come under fire for stating that Prince Philip died the other day. Ash Jeeves was quoted as saying they're in shock that people still use Bing. And have you heard the Brexit Party's got a new name? The Reform Party. How many names is that now? They've had as many rebirths as Status Quo have had comeback gigs. My confidence, it's been knocked due to COVID. It's gone down faster than Liverpool sliding down the Premier League table. We're not out of lockdown yet. A helicopter pilot took an 80-mile trip for a roast beef sandwich. I mean, what a massive chopper. What's wrong with the steak baked from Greg's? Who names a helicopter when delivery will bring you KFC? School children must be dreading back and going to school now. As soon as they walked into classroom, they're getting tested. It's bad enough they got SATs. Now they're trying to see if they're plague carriers. I'm sick of seeing all the erectile dysfunction adverts on telly. It doesn't go down well in my house. The missus said the last erection I gave her was when I put up the garden shed. Mind you, Pfizer's got some stiff competition now. While I was in lockdown, I managed to shack up with the train driver for a while. Things were going great till my wife found out. She went off the rails. Leaving the line with the worst of me worries. It's okay, we're back on track now.
Oh, please.
A massive tit fight broke out in the Scottish Park the other day, and it got me all excited until I found out it was just a pair of birds fighting. The wife said to me she's looking forward to watching the new SAS film from Dominic Raab. Dominic Raab. The only thing he'd managed to escape from and evade is his broom covered after one of his broadcasts. And on that note,
nice one, mate. I want everybody to realise that there's lovely four of you out there watching. That was the second time that Jamie has ever done a stand-up comedy routine. It's amazing how we learn this stuff. And mate, I can't believe how much better what that routine has become even in the last few days. You put so much work into that. It's bloody brilliant. How does it feel getting another gig underneath your under your belt?
Much better. Much better.
I'll say it again, I'm so chuffed with you because you were the one that laid down this challenge. You went, right, 2 weeks, we're gigging. And we just had to find a way to actually make the gig happen. Mate, it's absolutely bloody brilliant. And I'll turn around to everybody else out there. I'm going to advertise it now. Hopefully I'm going to turn this into a semi-regular thing. It's either going to be weekly or fortnightly. Trying to get another one of the great guys like Jamie in there. We've got some amazing other comics out there. But we've gone firm on it. We've committed it for it. You will get a chance to see Jamie perform again on the second Saturday in April. It's going to be from 8 p.m. It is going to be the first ever Zoom gig that we have run as a community ourselves, rather than being run by an external company. This is something being run by the veterans within Project Comedy, being supported by Project Recce. I'm just going to ask you the final time, mate. How does comedy end up helping you through your transition to city life and what have you?
It gives you so much of a buzz. Performing, getting your material out, seeing that. I know it's hard on a Zoom call or an Instagram, but seeing people react, it's just really brilliant. It's so good, and we all need a laugh. It's been a real crap all 12 months, so it's just nice to have a little bit of positivity.
Absolutely, and the fact that here we are, yes, we're coming towards the end of this particular lockdown, but all the way through the lockdown, you've ended up learning a new skill. And even with something as simple as a mobile phone and a mate, we've ended up doing probably the most exclusive and elite gig you people could ever have. You've not spent a single penny on seeing us, but here we are, we've managed to do a gig. What I'm hoping to do, as we close this down in a second or so, is I'm hoping to be able to save this down to my phone and be able to link it up to the Veterans Comedy channel on YouTube. So those of you that have joined late in there, Lawrence Gooch, I can see you've just joined. You've just missed both of the acts, mate. I'm going to have to get it on YouTube now, so hopefully that you can end up seeing it. But we're hoping to make this as...
two Ronnies. The Matlow and a crab.
Jeepers Christ, mate, Neo, that is the start of a gag that could go very dirty very quickly, and we're not going there yet. We'll wait until we've got Gabriel on. Wait until you people see Gabriel. We will go dark, and we will go dark quickly when we get Gabe to join us. But ladies and gents, this has been an amazing experience for me. I have been terrified all day long. But you've made one ill Matlow feel really valuable and actually feel as though I've accomplished something. So thank you to this tiny, elite and very special audience. Hopefully, Jamie and I will catch up with you soon. Cheers, Jamie. You've been a freaking superstar, pal.
Not a problem. Anytime, mate. Ciao for now.
Oh, hang on. I've got to, first of all, remove Jamie. And ladies and gents, that is the end of our first ever comedy Insta gig. Hopefully we'll be able to bring in you another one soon. Thanks so much to all of you wonderful people for joining in. Cheers. Thank you.